Today's video, it's going to be a short video on how I got 2 negative feedbacks in 1 week. Stay tuned. Alright, so if it's your first time visiting my channel, my name's Dan. I go by Art Vandalay, and my channel is just dedicated to showing you what I do. And today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about feedback. Generally, I don't care about feedback. I used to be very obsessed with my feedback. It had to be perfect. If I bought anything on eBay, I would pay more to get something from someone who had good feedback rather than save some money and buy something from someone who had questionable feedback. I've never had a problem receiving feedback on my account ever. Over the last 2 weeks, I've received 2 negative feedbacks. About 3 weeks ago, I sold this Sony Dream Machine. I bought another clock radio. It's, well, alarm clock, radio, CD player. I bought this for $3. I bought my listing up there, it sold comps. It's been listed for a while, and I didn't really see much action on it. And then a few weeks ago, I started receiving offers during the week. I received an offer for $12, $15, and when they came through, they both said plus X amount for shipping, depending on where the buyer was at. And then all of a sudden, one day, I started running a sale, and someone asked me a question about if the radio worked and the CD player worked, and I said yes. It was on sale for $17.25. When it popped up on my account, it said sold, and then when the payment came through on PayPal, it said $19 and some odd cents or something like that. I thought that was kind of weird. And when I went to go look, it was only charging the buyer $1.25 for shipping. All right, without any packaging material or anything, this weighs 4 pounds. And I had just received offers all week, and it didn't make any sense to me. So I instantly reached out to the seller and told them, hey, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna cancel your order because the shipping on this is not correct. And it was correct. Came back to me and said, that's fine, no worries, we'll just cancel the order. So I said, thank you, appreciate you understanding, really sorry about it. Yeah, I thought that was the end of it. And then about a week ago, feedback was at 99.7%. When I looked, I had negative feedback for that, and that just really made me irritated because at the end, the buyer had told me to go ahead and cancel it. Sent him like a request for feedback revision, and just explained to him that I just thought it was unfair, that I would even understand neutral feedback, but I just didn't see where it was fair. They never responded. I reached back out to eBay for business, and then they told me, hey, you know what, it's about the buyer's experience, that, you know, just pretty much suck it up and, you know, take your negative feedback. Kind of got over it because feedback wasn't that big of a deal to me. I sold this Tiger Woods PS3 game. I sold it for $24.99 with free shipping. They sent me a return request that the game didn't work, that it was flawed. I instantly accepted the return, and I have $12 into this game, and then instead of just giving them the game and just like not having them return from it, because I knew this game worked, because I tested it, I sent them the label to print it back, and then I saw I had another negative feedback. I'm like, what the heck? It was from this guy who bought this game. He bought it, kept the game for 5 days, opened a return request, and then instantly gives me negative feedback because of a flawed game. Now it's like 4 more days since the return request had started, and it is Monday, but he hasn't even sent it back yet. I've received another negative feedback because a buyer says something doesn't work. Oh my gosh, I have 99.5%, and I'm so nervous that I'm gonna get another negative feedback. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't even know what negative feedback does. The eBay had sent me a message that, you know, feedback's not the end of the world. I don't know what it's gonna do. Do they shut your account down? I have no idea. So I'm freaking out. I was kind of depressed about it. It was like really making me mad. And I was listing more on Macari, which I'm continuing to do, because if this happens, I don't know if it's when they shut your account down, if they shut your account down. I mean, it's a little drastic, but who knows? You never know, right? I don't know. Do you know? I have no idea. I Googled remove negative feedback on eBay, and it took me to a eBay page. It's feedback removal. You click on whichever item, whatever feedback you're looking to get removed. You give them a reason why they should, and then they tell you they're going to respond to you in no more than 8 hours. I get a response from them. They took away the negative feedback for the Sony Dream Machine, but they say they can't do anything for the game, that they can't remove it, which is surprising, because if they're going to take one away, I would figure they would take the game one away and not the Sony Dream Machine one, because like I don't know, but I don't know. That was still bothering me. So I reached out to eBay for business again. And I just said, look, it is simply not fair that I get negative feedback, and the feedback is just because they say it doesn't work. I say it works. Why is their word worth more than my word? And they haven't even sent the game back. As a seller, I can't give negative feedback, but as a buyer, they can just give negative feedback. But I feel like they shouldn't be able to get negative feedback until they've gone through different channels, because there's no way on eBay 100% of every transaction is gonna go flawlessly, that there's never gonna be a defect. You go all the time. Like, I just bought this ring light. This thing sucks. It's like falling apart, but I'm using it for this video. But you know what? I'm probably gonna have to return it because it won't stay. I don't want to touch it because it'll fall down, but it won't stay attached to the tripod. But I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest. Oh, about 2 days ago, that once they can't take the negative feedback away right now because it's still an open case, but once the buyer returns, or the window for the buyer to return the game ends, that they'll remove the feedback for me, which is awesome. They said it's because I have free returns. I don't know if that's true or not, because I've heard other people say that eBay's told them that they don't just take off negative feedback because you offer free returns. We'll find out later about that, but I just kind of wanted to talk to you about that today. We'll see how long this video is going to be, because I've been rambling for a little while now, and I gotta get some work done this week. That kind of just got me out of the mood from working basically last week. I went through the motions of working the last week. I would like to tell you about a new live stream that I'm doing. I've teamed up with Joe the Philly Picker, Mike from the January House. We are doing a listing hangout. It's on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. So we're gonna rotate through our 3 channels. This week is going to be on my channel. Want to come hang out and do some listing, or just hang out, and it's gonna fall. It's gonna fall. If you're watching this video and you liked it, just give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, if maybe you could consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in 3 days. Bye. Don't be just coming around, causing trouble. It's supposed to be quitting coke. Don't tell my mom. Okay, she don't watch. Hey mom, let me know if you watch to the end. Hey YouTube, I'm getting all worked up. But so anyway,